Yo guys, what is up? Hope everyone is doing good. It's good to be back on YouTube making videos for y'all. Obviously, before we start, I have some explanations to do to why I took 2 months break. Obviously, I told you guys that I had my exams. That was the first reason why I took 1 month break. I took another month because, well, I decided to pay some attention to music because I was slacking on it, and that is the reason why I was here in the studio making music for y'all. I have so many projects lined up, ready, super excited to let it out very soon. And speaking of music, my new track Gloomy featuring Longer is out. Here is a quick preview.
Did we even try? I'm sorry that I lied. Can we make things right? Have I lost my mind? Or maybe it's just too late.
So yeah guys, I would really appreciate if y'all could go and stream this track, be it Spotify, Apple Music, whatever music listening platform that y'all using. It's there. So that would really mean a lot to me. Let me know in the comments down below if you dig the music. If not, just let me know. If it's not, it's an L, but it is what it is, right? So today's video is gonna be quite simple. It's not gonna be an Omegle one. It's gonna be how I made the track Gloomy. So it's basically a walkthrough on how I made the track. For producers, this will be quite interesting because y'all can see my workflow and the things that I use. And for people that have no idea on how music is done or anything related with music production, I will make it as viewer friendly as possible. So I will try my best to use layman's term to explain to y'all on how, you know, different elements and things like that are done. So yeah, super excited, and without any further ado, let us go straight into the video in 3, 2, 1. So right off the bat, you guys can see that I use FL Studio as my DAW, which stands for Digital Audio Workstation, or you can just call it software. It doesn't really matter for me personally. I just call it software. But yeah, so obviously when you first listen to the song, you hear the intro, which is basically a guitar strumming and a guitar lead. I got some DMs asking how did I record the guitar. Truth be told, this is actually a VST, and I will show you guys what that is. So basically for the strumming, I use ample guitar. Just give it a second to load. Yep, this is the VST that I used for making the strumming, which sounds like this. If you guys are wondering what the chords are, just give me a second. Okay, the first chord is a G major 7. Then comes an E minor 7, comes a B minor, then the fourth chord is a D major 7. And the second is another VST, another guitar VST called Real Rick. So there we go, and this is what it sounds like. And together with the ample guitar, which is the strumming, you get this. Right, that is the intro, which is a 6-bar intro. So for the verse, it's quite simple. It's basically the guitar without the lead guitar. So that is what it sounds like. Then we have a bass line. For the bass line, I use Contact. I'm sure you guys heard of it. It's a very famous VST, Panton House. So it sounds very organic, and I really like using this a lot. So this is what it sounds like. So we have the strum, the guitar strumming. Then we have the drums. The drums are from Splice. The Splice really has a lot of good collections in terms of everything. So I use Splice a lot nowadays. Yeah, so that is it for the verse. It is basically a bass line, some drum patterns, and a guitar strumming, and this is what you get. Right, moving on to the pre-chorus of the song, we have basically the bass line without the strumming, and we have a different drum, which is also from Splice, and this is what it sounds like. It sounds very indie rock type drum patterns, and I just love this kind of pattern. So yeah, I just had to. So yeah, it is basically the drums with the bass line and pretty much it's just the vocals, but I added this vocal which was sang by Olanger himself, and this is what it sounds like. So that with the drums and with the bass line sounds like this. And yeah, and you have the vocals. Moving on to the chorus of the song, we have basically literally everything is same as the pre-chorus, just that we have this ARP which I made in Serum, then I rendered it, and this is what you get. Yeah, all together with the bass line, with the drums, and with, yeah, that's about it. And then obviously you have the vocals, which is a layering of 3 vocals. So this is the main vocal. Then we have 2 more layerings, and together they sound like this. Lost in our own man. So obviously it's the chorus of the track. It needs to be very full, and that is the reason there is a bunch of vocals layered together. So obviously when I talk about vocals layering, you know, there is stereo imaging and many other factors that play, so you know, you get this big impact of vocals. Moving on to the second verse, it is literally the same, just the vocals are different, you know, different lyrics. Let's talk about some vocal mixing, because that is something which requires a lot and hella work. Let's talk about the chorus here. Lost in. So for the chorus vocals, firstly I use this compressor called Molotov. Is it called Molotov? Yeah, Molotov. It is by TDR. This is free. TDR, they are just amazing when it comes to VSTs. So basically compressing, for people that are not really aware, like I said, when it comes to music production, it is basically, how do I put this? Okay, take this center, yeah, this is center fresh. Take this center fresh, so you know, you can see this, the size of the packet. Boom. Now this is called compressing. So basically what that means in terms of music production is, as I speak to you right now, I am speaking in a ratio of volume, but when I go louder like this, my volume goes higher. So basically this is where compressor comes in. It compresses the higher volumes and the higher frequencies, and it basically compresses them by default compressing. I'm sure you guys know what that means. So that is the reason why it's there. Yeah, compressor. Then we have an EQ, basically taking down the low ends and some bad frequencies. Then we have this VST. I have honestly no idea how this is called. I'll try and read it for you guys. It says la petite, I guess. Excite. I had this VST for so many years and I have no idea how this is spelled, but basically what this does is it boosts the higher ends or the higher frequencies of any element. So this is, yeah, it helps the vocals give that crisp sound. Then we have the delay, which I showed you guys before, and we have Fab Filter Pro as the EQ, taking out some bad frequencies here as well. We have another VST called TDR Nova. It is basically a manual compressor, so you can manually shift this knobs here and put it to wherever you want, and pretty much what it does is compresses to where you want it to compress. So this really helps in terms of vocal processing. You know, you can take out de-essing as well, and just overall it's a very useful VST that I use a lot. Then we have a bunch of EQs again, taking out the bad frequencies. And that is how the vocal mixing is done for the chorus. I will show you guys how I made the how I did the side chaining for the drums and the bass line. So this is what it sounds like. Oh, not that, my bad. I feel like I've used basically so many times, but you know, we're just gonna move. You put it in the track for which it is on 1. So this is, that is that. You put a Gauss channel and you route it to the Gauss channel like I did here. Boom. And you go to the Gauss channel, you turn up a EQ, it can be whatever you want, right? And pretty much what you do is take out the low, not the low ends, but the high ends, and pretty much have the low ends here. So in the low ends, you have literally only the drums and some slight bits of snares in there, but that doesn't really matter. So you have the drums. So this is basically acting as the drums, and the ghost channel side chains to the bass, and this is how you get. I hope that made sense, because yeah, I don't know honestly. And you have a limiter here, which I'll show you guys in a minute or in a second. Do you see this graph where this is going down? This is basically where, how can I pause this? Pause. Yeah, there we go. The part where the graph is going down is basically the part where the drums are hitting in and the bassline volume is going down. So that is what I did here. Again, to make it more cleaner, I added another automation clip, which is basically the bassline's volume. And yeah, this is another way of side chaining. So I did 2 side chains here to make it even clearer, that crisp sound. So yeah, this is how I made the track Gloomy. I hope you guys learned something from it. I hope it was interesting enough. Before I end this video, I just want to say that it would really mean a lot to me if you guys can go and stream the track Gloomy. Link will be down in the description. Spotify, Apple Music, whatever there is. I honestly don't know, but yeah, it's up there. It's even on Instagram, so y'all can, you know, tag me. Let's have a chat there on Instagram. Link will be down in the description. Everything will be down in the description. So that would really mean a lot to me. And without any further ado, the video is done. So I will see you guys very soon. I have so many video ideas for y'all. Super excited. Yeah, I'll see you guys later. Peace.